Matt with Locust Homestead. It is mid-November, maybe a week before Thanksgiving or so, and today we're gonna be potting some trees. This is actually, in my climate, like one of the best times to put trees in. But the reason we're gonna put them in pots is because I put a bunch of them in an area, and this spring and summer was incredibly dry, and a lot of the ones I put in there, despite me irrigating them, I'm not sure that they made it. They might have went dormant early, but some of them are real brittle, so I think they might be dead. So we're gonna put these in pots, and if those trees survive, then I'll install them with the others, and if they didn't, then I will take the old ones out and start again. So basically, we're using this Kellogg's Garden Organic Raised Bed and Potting Mix. We're using some salvaged buckets that I had from actually, these were from my old aquaponics system, and I brought them here when I moved here a couple years ago. And it's just a bucket, got a bunch of holes drilled in it. I want it to drain. We've had the trees soaking in the water since they arrived. These are bare root that came from Coldstream Farm. I've had reasonable success with stuff from them, with the exception of this last batch of things, which I honestly think that a lot of them died. So anyway, we're going to pot these up. I'm going to have to kind of stop the video, and then we'll show you kind of afterwards. But I'm just not going to be able to do it holding the camera. So I'll get back to you. Forgot to mention, these are actually black locust trees. I wanted black locust because they're particularly nasty as they grow. These here don't have a lot of thorns on them at the moment, but the ones I'd put in as they started to grow, they really started growing some nasty thorns. And this is, of course, for hedgerowing. You can see how just I have a lot of area that is open to the road, and I want to grow that up for privacy, because our particular acreage here, there's not a lot of people that live back here, but the ones that do, I kind of feel them watching and looking at my house, and I don't like that. So we're basically trying to grow in some privacy, and that's the reason that we're putting these in. All right, we're back. I got several of those trees put in. I wanted to, in the buckets anyway. This bucket's here. I'm gonna put this last one in. But I wanted to record again because I wanted to show you. I hope the sound comes out okay. It is just so horribly windy here today. I wanted to show you one thing I did really enjoy about getting products from Coldstream. They're not a sponsor or anything like that. It's just a good place you can buy stuff. Look at the root mass on this. I mean, it's got a good chunk of root there. Okay, and like I said, most of the things that I've gotten from them, it's got a really long extra piece of root there. I might prune that off, haven't decided yet. But you get, I've had good luck with getting stuff from them. Once again, they're not a sponsor. I'm not particularly endorsing them or anything. I'm just saying, in my experience thus far, most of the things I've gotten from them have done well. They ship bare root. You have to get them, you got to be kind of ready, knowing when they come. The other thing is, if you don't put in the notes, inform me of ship date, they'll just send them, and they won't tell you when they're shipping, and you may or may not be ready. And bare root stuff, you got to act quick. So I just wanted to point that out. All right, we're going to pot up this last one. This bucket here, same as before. Salvage buckets from an aquaponics system that I had. We've been out here about 3 years or so. It's taken a little bit longer to kind of get things where I wanted to be with the property, but we had a baby and all kinds of other stuff too. So anyway, just wanted to point that out, and we'll be back. All right, so here's the trees. Yeah, there's only 4. That's okay, but we got them, bucketed them up. I put them in big buckets. Took about a bag and a half of that 3 cubic foot Kellogg Organic Potting Soil Raised Bed Mix, whatever. Again, also not a sponsor, just a product that I like. And then, so what I want to show you here is over here on the side of the house, I got these steps in. It's for a door we don't use. There's a lot of doors on this house. And so these are all the little buckets from pots from various things that I've planted around here. And you see, if you look at them, I got them labeled. Now that's a paint marker. Regular marker's not going to last. You need a paint marker. Okay, so basically you buy heirloom and organic fruit or whatever. When you're eating it, just throw a little like butter bowl or you know, some kind of container above your kitchen sink on your shelf where you keep your soap and dishwasher tabs and all that stuff, and throw the seeds in there. You know, how many of these are going to grow? I don't know, but I had the potting mix, I had the pots, I had the paint pen. You know, I got the seeds. Might as well, right? Because, you know, so anyway, we're gonna find out, you know, if they grow. That'll be awesome, and then we'll plant them around different borders and property lines and things like that, and you know, see if we can get some fruit. I've been buying some fruit trees. They're not producing really yet. You know, I have a tendency to, you know, buy them whenever I got a couple bucks to buy them. You know, it's low cash homestead, so you get what you can get when you got a couple bucks to get it. So just you know, over time, if these things grow, you know, we should have plenty of stuff. Also up here, these are black locusts as well. These are little seedlings, and I found, just driving down the road one day, I found a huge pile of seed pods. So I stopped, I pulled over, I picked them up, and I planted a bunch of them. And yeah, it's fall now, so, you know, a lot of leaves are dropping off of them and etc. But basically, come spring, they've been in this pot since the, well, I think I found them in spring. You know, so this is about the growth I've got out of them. And it's fall, so, you know, they're dropping their leaves and etc. And so basically what we're going to do is we're just going to leave them in there, and then come spring, I'm going to just plant the whole cluster. Various places where I want to have a little bit more privacy. So, you know, again, had the dirt, had the pots, got a big, huge, like a couple different grocery bags full of black locust seed pods off the side of the road. Spent a couple hours cracking them open and ripping all the little seeds out. And we're going to see what they do. Alright, thanks. This has been Matt with the Low Cash Homestead.